I really should not take the credit for that, because a lot of that is in the books and in the scripts. You know, Harry comes back a different character after the breaks in the films, and it's just my job to kind of try and enact that as well as I can, and as convincingly as I can. Yes, and I do find I find the fact that I get to, people sometimes think, oh, is it boring to play the same character for so long? No, it's not, because he changes so much that actually no, it doesn't get boring in the slightest.
Well, you know, it's just intense. It's like a marathon. Making these movies, they take 6 months to shoot. It's quite a big job, but I enjoy it. It's really fun. The energy of the young cast is tremendous. That really lifts you up, and it's so exciting to know that there's a big audience waiting to see what you've done. So, and I don't think about, you know, it's only when I come to these events, when you're presenting it, that you realise what a big deal it is. When you get into the nitty-gritty of making it, you just enjoy the process of storytelling. You know, my day is, you know, finding the nice shot that sort of evokes the moment, working with Dan or Rupert or Emma as one of the other actors, trying to sort of find the moment with them, and working with the crew to sort of make it. So you get really involved in the process of storytelling, rather than big franchise, big box office, you know, big deal. You don't think about all of that. You can't. It will drive you crazy.
I don't know. I think it's extraordinarily lucky, more than anything, because obviously we were cast certainly more so for Dan, Rupert and Emma, because the pressures they have to deal with, you know, day to day, far extend mine. So I think it's amazing that not only are they ridiculously professional and level-headed, but incredibly talented. They've all grown up to be, you know, massively established actors, I think. But personally, it's a good crew. We have a very down-to-earth crew who's not going to let anyone get above themselves. So, and the great cast. I mean, Michael Gambon's, and I'm just staring at his picture. He's very quick to remind you of where you came from, and you know, he doesn't take himself seriously. So it's very hard for us to.
Yeah, it was amazing. It was such a crazy day on the set, because it just kind of took over, and I think it was the daughter Sasha's birthday, and they kind of laid on like all these. They got her a cake, and they had all these kind of different kind of animals in the Great Hall and stuff. And it was a really good day, and it was just crazy, just kind of eating cake. We just kind of sat down at the Great Hall eating cake, and it was quite a weird moment. But they were great. Yeah, really nice people.
I don't know. I mean, I take it for granted. I've done 5 of these films. I turn up, do my job, go home, and the night before last in London, when we premiered it, I got out, the limo drove into Leicester Square. I got out, over 4,000 children screaming, and then suddenly become aware of how big this thing is. I was frightened. The noise was deafening, screaming, and it was raining. And all the kids were soaked through, and their little autograph books were wet, and our pencils wouldn't work for the autographs. And I suddenly felt overwhelming compassion for everybody. And so we went along the lines, and Dan's brilliant. He signs every book, you know, and he religiously, and talks to people. He's fantastic with them, but it's a responsibility.
This place has known magic. Very dark. Very powerful. This time, I cannot hope to destroy it alone.
Times like these, dark times, it can bring people together.
Take my hand.
They can tear them apart.
These girls, they're gonna kill me, Harry.
Voldemort has chosen Draco Malfoy for a mission.
These are mad times we live in, mad!
This is beyond anything I imagined. In my life, I've seen things that are truly horrific. Now I know you will see worse. the chosen one, Harry.
You have to realize who you are.
Without you, would leave the fate of our world to chance. You have no choice. Harry, no! You must not fail. It's over.
do this.
Fight back, you coward! Fight back!